Retiring early takes financial independence. Basically, financial freedom where you do not have a job. And I call it a just over broke job. Now, if you want to be able to become successfully unemployed by the time you're 40 years old or younger, I actually quit my job when I was 37 years old. I want to share with you how you can actually do this step by step. Hey guys, Dustin Heiner here with Master Passive Income. I'm going to share with you how to quit that JOB, that just over broke job, by investing in real estate. Now, how I did it, I actually bought rental property after rental property. Now, this is the basic way to do it. If you're going to get started investing in real estate, number one, you need to start saving your money. You also need to not go into debt. You need to get out of debt. Also, cut your expenses, and there's lots of videos that I already have that are going to show you how to do all these sort of things, but you need to do all these things so you have money to invest. Once you do that, you start saving some money. Let's say you save up $10,000 to invest. In fact, I only take on students who have $10,000 or more to show them how to invest in real estate. So once you have $10,000, it's so much easier to buy that first property. If you're starting with zero, it's really, really difficult. In fact, it's pretty hard. But once you get to $10,000, you have now the ability to start buying properties. Towards the end of the video, I will give you the step-by-step process how to buy your first property and how to do it the right way. Now, here's what it looks like. When you're going to start investing in real estate, to be able to retire by your age 40, what you need to do is you need to calculate your expenses, number one. See how much your expenses are, how much your rent or your mortgage, how much are your car payments if you have those, how much is food, how much is your travel expenses, all these sort of expenses, figure out how much that costs. For me, it was $4,200 a month that I needed to have in passive income so I can quit my job. $4,200, and that would take care of all my expenses. So what I did then was I figured out if I were to build a business, basically buy real estate and build the business so I can actually scale the business, buy more and more properties, eventually that passive income from those properties will take over my expenses. This is what it looks like. If you buy one property that makes a minimum of $250 a month in passive income, that is $3,000 a year. Now, if your boss came to you and said, hey, Dustin, would you want $3,000 more in your paycheck? I'd be like, heck yes, go ahead, give it to me. So if you bought one property in passive income without working, you'll make $3,000 a year. That's $250 a month. But if you scale the business, if you buy more and more properties, let's say you get to 10 properties, you will have $2,500 a month in passive income. That is $30,000 a year without working. Now, if you keep scaling that up, let's say you get 20 properties. 20 properties is $5,000 a month and $60,000 a year. And get this, without working. And I personally keep my money in the Life Goals Home Down Payment ETF, saving your down payment at a bank yielding 0%. While home prices are going up in double digits, you're getting crushed by home price inflation. Check out conservatively managed Life Goals Home Down Payment ETF. The ticker symbol is HOM. No lockup, no minimum, no attempts to keep pace with price inflation. And oh yeah, you get a 2% dividend every single month. I love getting my dividends every single month. I just put it right back in HOM. To be successful investing in real estate, you do not do what other people tell you. What other people are going to tell you is say, find a property. Then you run the numbers. Basically, you calculate your expenses, and then you figure out how much you could rent it for, and then make a $50 a month in passive income, and you're going to get appreciation, which don't do this, by the way. Remember, this is what you don't do. So what they're going to tell you is calculate the numbers, run the numbers, then you find somebody to fix up the property. Basically, rehab the property. After you rehab the property, then you find somebody to rent the property. Basically, find a tenant. After that, you find a manager. Basically a property manager, somebody to manage a property for you. Well, in my opinion, that's just about backwards. What we do instead is we build the business first. Let me share with you what that building business looks like. Now, if you're going to start a convenience store, you're not going to sign the lease on a location, open the doors, and put a box of candy bars inside the location. In fact, you go out of business in 2 seconds. What you would do is get the gondolas. Those are the shelving units that you put the candy bars on. You get the countertops, cold storage, the fountain machines, bank accounts, cash registers, insurance, all this sort of stuff before you buy any inventory. Then once you have the business built, that's when you buy the inventory, you put it into your business. Same exact thing when it comes to real estate investing. We do everything in the business before we buy any properties, and our properties are our inventory. Now, what other people who teach you the wrong way to invest, they're going to say your property is your business. No, by far, that's not the right way. Your business owns inventory. Your property is not your business. Your business owns inventory. And then as you build that business, you're going to have something that runs itself. I literally don't work. I have people doing all this business for me, and I buy inventory, and then I put that into my business. Then property after property, I keep scaling the business because I already have the business working for me. All I got to do is find another piece of inventory, buy the next property, and put it into my business. Now that is how you're going to scale. You find the right property managers, inspectors, wholesalers, plumbers, roofers, contractors, insurance agents, mortgage brokers, realtors, all these people before you buy any properties. Now, once you build that entire business, you're also going to have people sending you deals. Just like if you're trying to find inventory, you're going to have people emailing you say, here's another piece of inventory, basically another property for you to buy. Now, what you do from there, you buy that first property. Then you also save every penny that property makes you in passive income. Remember, $250 or more. Save that money for the next property. Then you save more money, you refinance, pull that cash out of the first one. This is what I did for my first property. Pull that cash out, refinanced it. This is a tax-free loan. Basically, you're getting a loan, so you're not going to get taxed on that. Pull that cash out, then buy the next property. Save that money that this second property is making you. Let's say you're making $500 a month because you got 2 properties. Save that every single month. Put that away to the next property. And then you do it over and over and over again. Eventually, you're going to have enough money coming in from your properties to take over your expenses. And then you're going to say, my goodness, I need to quit my job. So that's how you do it. Make sure you like this video if you got anything out of it. Watch all my other videos, especially this one right here, showing you how to invest in real estate. See you guys.